Hello, folks. Wherever you are, welcome back. It's underscore Gintu, back again to the root of today. And here we are, it's one-on-one live conversation coming out from this session. And I have much of the things are lined up for you to make sure that you are tangling with me as forever you are, so as we can make sure that everything is coming to you live and it's one-on-one. Today, we have much of the lined up that is just being giggling and giggling. And to this position right now, it's going to be intermingling with me to make sure that you are getting the real concept of what is happening to this vibe of today. Ariet, aran, dan, dan. Ariet, aran. Kenge must go. Exactly. So here we go, guys. We have much of the platform to reveal outside that are going to be helter-skelter today. And here we are to make sure that everyone is getting the pointer or the concept one-on-one. Here we are. So, guys, we have the breaking news that we have today. And we have to make sure that the people are getting the breaking news. Guys, most of the people have been asking Gintu, can you just go and check? There's a person who has started some of the charity, and he has took some of the seats to and a table to one of the family that I've ever gone there, and I've just ever given them some of the greens and some eggs there, 2-3 things there, and we ever danced there very fantastically, and it's called the Guru Dev. The Guru Dev Lady J has started a platform of going one and after each and asking for donations so as people can just contribute and make sure that let me tell you the story. Today I have passed from one position, but they have just talked about they're going to not be onto the platform one-on-one because of the English and also because of the understanding. And that is the key point I want you to get. The key point is illiteracy. The second point is knowledge. The third thing is we can talk about the concept of what is being giggled outside here. Let me get direct to the point. We have ever talked about there's a time a Kenge family has ever been using people who are illiterate to gain and get some of the plots from them and buy all the plots from such kind of the families. Have I ever talked about it? So one of the points we ever talked about is there's a time David Jr. took some of 60,000 Kenya shillings and gave to that family. And whenever they gave to that family, they are now talking about they're going to be donating much of the things to, and talking about they're going to be surprising that kind of a family. And now the right time is now. They are now going to trigger for people to support and make sure that they are now getting the plot. Let me get it live and direct. The Guru Dev, the Lady J, who is the David Jr., has gone and bought a land from those two couples, and they're illiterate unto their area, they're just unto that position. The same man was the one who was alleged to steal Ernesto's fish from the fish pond. The same person have ever sat in my fish pond with the brother to Ernesto talking about why are they engaging in stealing at the village. The guy, I have just already got him, and he has just talked to me much of the things. The David Jr. has bought a land from them, and that land they have paid a half of the money, and a half of the money that remained, they said that they're going to be coming in small installment. Yes? So they agreed. I want you, for the salary that's going to be coming in installment, whenever you get the little money, come and construct us a house. Whenever you get some money, I want you to buy us some seats. So these people are getting some knowledge now. They're coming to subscribers. If you don't know this point, get it this way. They are now coming to subscribers and telling them that I am starting the charity to give people who don't have. And whenever people contribute and they buy those kind of the things and get them to that position, they say that we are covering that the installment that we talked about. This is how Kenge family is treating people outside here. And I'm telling you as a fact, whenever people want to be contributing so as they can construct a house for those two couples, it means that he is covering the installment. I think somebody can understand me. So they agreed on each other, and that's the point I said. Lady J, which is the dev, always he goes to a certain position. They know that these people are poor a little bit. Poverty has prevailed and they don't have anything. They go there with a very minute or some amount of money to go and lure them that, you know what, I want to get this kind of a plot. How much is it? They say it's 300,000. They put their 60,000 Kenya shillings, which is around 500 USD, and maybe the plot goes up to how much? 2,500 USD, maybe, to that position. So whenever it reaches to that point, they talk about, we are going to give you 500 USD, which is 60,000 Kenya shillings. Then the other money will be coming in installment. So they come and agree, this is the kind of the plot that you are being given with the family. Because they have nothing, because they don't have somebody to enlighten them on how even to sell a land, on even how to get something like that one. They go and trigger their own povertiness and put them into their pocket and know that the machete man, whenever he goes there, he's going to be seducing them with a language that, you know, and outside here, whenever they sell, machete man is coming outside to tell us that, you know what, these current people are so stupid. They're selling plots anyhowly, yet that the people are convincing them to be stupid. That the people, so look at how this kind of a trend is moving. So they're just using their brain to make sure that they are brainwashing other people who are just the clienteles and also the supporters, to make sure that people cannot get the real point about what is being spoken. And the valid point is here. So whenever I spoke to the guy, he told me, he just got me and told me that I have to sell him a land. And that land, it's just prior to my fish ponds. It's just opposite to my fish pond, because there's a fish pond, a river, and the other section. So my plot is there, and we agreed that it's gonna be 350,000. Yes, we agreed. So how much did he pay you? It talks about they paid me 60,000 and they told me they're going to be giving me. And this was the machete man who was saying, Tata, no, you know, this money is small. Even if we give you full, you'll do nothing with them. So let's give us small. So whenever you see now is trying to make sure that he's buying some of the seats and talking about a surprise to a family, it's the same money supporters are purchasing the things that they're going to be helping, but they're counting on their installment. This is how we are taken as stupid. This is why Gintu is available, to make sure that you can get the real verdict point about what is happening and to the village. What is happening actually, and how is this Kenya family treating people outside here. And right now they're talking about, you know what, we want to make sure that we are constructing your house. And they're coming to the subscribers to tell them, no guys, these people, they're living in a very bad condition, very bad, no. You know, they don't understand English. Even whenever I go there with some greenish, they talk about, no, I don't know English, you can translate to us. That's why sometimes I translate and sometimes I speak my vernacular so as we can communicate. But the machete man, he doesn't do that. They speak on themselves, because I said that. That's why they never wanted anyone else outside to go against them, because you're going to reveal everything and you're going to know everything about them. Look at now what is happening. And people are just being treated like, oh, we are going to surprise the family. My people, there is no surprise there. They are counting on their money of installment. They have not paid full, because the V Junior is always paying 50,000 Kenya shillings. And whenever it reaches at a time, they go back and say, if you don't want to get me the plot or my money back, let me take the plot. Remember the story of Irene Inaga. We ever went there and we found that the same story that's being covered in terms of people depositing a very little amount of money. And whenever you say that, no, you have gone too much, because you said that after this month I'm going to be putting something. But whenever that month passes, they say that, no, we have not yet got the money. So they ask and they tell you what you have to do: return our money back. If you don't have the money back, you have to settle down and wait until the day they will just give you the money. That's how fools are being taken outside here and thrown into an imbroglio. And whenever we come out with a solution, they say that Gintu is jealousy. I'm telling the people the valid point about what is happening. And people are asking. And people maybe they don't know about how this kind of the things are just being run. One point. Kenge is the first person who used, you can even go and check to Ernesto's father. They come and give you liquor, alcoholize you. And whenever you just betrayed and you don't have anything to say, they lure you. I want to buy you a plot in a good, awesome amount of money. How do you take that one? So this kind of a family, the machete man we are talking about, whenever he knows that Gintu has something good for them that they can take, if I have a plot, it's going to be always rotating to my home, always coming to my home, now, luring me so as I can just make sure that I'm selling the plot to them. And even if you are going to a certain club or even a bar to sit down and relax and get a drink, even Machete Man will come to that position to make sure that he's getting you there. That's the point we'll know even Machete Man drink. Even Machete Man is an alcoholic. And that's the real. And whenever now they grab and know that now they have put you onto their box, now they can drive you crazy. Now it's not them to follow you, it's you to follow them. It's you to follow them. And whenever you go there 2-3 times at the gate, whatever you will get a person very rude and rude even beyond measure. It's just looking like a dog that has not been eating for just like 3 months. You'll get David Jr. at the gate, and he could be the first person to ask you, what do you want here? Yet he's the one who told you, we're going to be paying you. And whenever you go and say that, okay, your month that you said you're going to be paying, it has passed. They start talking about what do you want from our family? Do you think that we don't have money to pay you? They have chased very many people. Yet whenever they wanted such kind of an asset, they were coming to you, even to your home, to lure you and make sure that you are giving them an asset. Just go to their home 2 times. You will find fire. You will find fire without a smoke. And I'm telling you that. And you will find a person, whoever you are laughing to, guys, he's a good man, and he has allowed me to buy a plot here, yeah, even this plot is good. Dad, yeah, you can see the plot, we can plant maize, we can plant banana here. Guys, if you have never checked, here we have very good lands, you can even buy, regardless of anything, But that day is laughing. Whenever it reaches a point now they have to pay that installment, they have delayed. They will even talk about you are going there to steal them. Do you remember the case they talked about somebody have ever stolen them something from their home? It was obnoxious, it was obnoxious, and it was unconditional. And these people, they don't understand that. People are outside there and they are just eyeing forward. And whenever they say that now you are becoming too much, you have gone there to ask your own money, the deficit that they had, and they now turn into like you're now a thief, so as they can even hit you, so as you can never go to that home again. The same trend Kenge is using. Whenever he knows that you are a very good person with a good plot, he will even come to your position you are. Do you remember a certain point of Kenge driver, which is Gitriba, wanted to purchase a plot? There's a person, he wanted to sell them a plot at 600,000. And that person was doing work like 20 kilometers from where we are in Nyaboansi. They were driving a motorbike 2 times a day from here to there. They found it's not available. They come back. In the evening they call, come, I'm there. They go, they don't understand each other about our negotiation about the plot. They come back. The following day they call, how do you see? I'm coming there. And it doesn't come. They go there. So it was that way. But whenever they get a plot from you, now they will be owing you money. My friend, you will wonder until you die. You will never and ever attempt. That's why whenever you reach at the gate, you will be told, do you have an appointment? Yet you have come for your money. You will be asked, what are you here for? We are not been given the information. Those are the soldiers at the gate. We are not been given information about you. So you have to do what? Call him and he will tell us. And whenever you call, he doesn't pick the phone. Doesn't pick the phone like Kenge. Doesn't. Even the Vijun doesn't pick the phone for anyone. And whenever we say that, okay, let me go to themselves. Now let me go even to the conduct there and see what is happening. Whenever you reach, you will find the conduct. The answer you'll just get. The Korean people are so stupid. They don't understand. The only thing they're doing is selling lands each and every time. Now they're coming to me here to talk about I don't know what and what and what. That's their aim. Whenever now you come, they'll know that now they have triggered their own point. Now you are going to ask them some money. You are going to surrender yourself. Even they'll not pay the money of installment the way you talked about. They'll be jumping. If it was 1 month, and if each and every month, it will be just now, after every 3 months, even a year, they'll not pay your money. And that's the fact. And the same way you are seeing right now, the machete man is attacking Irene Inaga so as they can just chase them away before that plot it has a problem. So is the one who is being sold, like Kenge, whenever he wants to make sure that the plot is being sold, every time he goes is his father, to make sure that whenever the father is going, he will now negotiate. And this kind of a person will not be going to them. He will be going to the machete man. So as I can be asking, hey, Mr. Machete, you told me that I come today. Hey, tata, tata napenda sana umekuja. But tata, you know, tata, yule kijana wangu, my son, is not available. He has just gone out right now. And I told him, you're going to be coming. You're going to be coming right now. But now what you have to do, because I don't know at what time you're going to be coming, so tata, what I can get to you is, let's meet tomorrow early in the morning, like 7 in the morning. I'll be coming there. You know me, tata, I don't laugh with this life, you know. I'm always straightforward. But now, he could be here and he can never call them. That, hey, Kenge, I've got somebody has come here. How do you see we talk to him? He can never call them because you know the deal has been signed. He was told, Dad, I don't have money. So whenever this kind of the people come, don't allow them in. Whenever you allow them in, they're gonna now talk about we want my money. I cannot get out from here. You know, there are some people who you can never give them a deficit and say that, you know what, I will not come. Whenever you come tomorrow, you will not be. There are some people you can never do that one, and it's the scenario that's always been trending and has been trending. So right now they have evolved with a new technique, and yet one-on-one has it live onto the platform, and it's here now. If you know you are donating to David Jr., so as you can just surprise people with some seats, with construction of a house, my friend, you are paying their debts. And they're using that kind of the money, talk about the charity money, that I'm going to construct your house. And they tell the guy, you say that I want to construct your house. You're going to be coming and filming. But they don't understand English. There's no one to tell them this is the point they're talking about. That's how that family was using the YouTubers and using people onto that villa. They think that, okay, these people they are not learned. Do you remember whenever Kenge came to my fish pond to take some of the fish from me, and he was filming, and they never talked about, hey guy, I want to film some video. He never asked. He was just having a GoPro this way, and he was speaking very slowly. Guys, they're taking some fish. Oh my God, they're just getting fish via the hands. Oh, look at, this is the owner. So he was just targeting and making sure that he's getting a content from other people who are not even valuable for it. And whenever we say that they never knew that Gintu is an elite unto the society, they are now just obnoxious. They are just wondering. They are thrown into a pogrom way, and they're just wondering, oh my living God, why couldn't I know? Why God couldn't I know that Gintu is this way? So even sometimes you can never know. And even Kenge, whenever I just talked about, oh guys, this is the owner of this fish pond, and I said, you can just say hi. I said, he asked me some questions. How many fish have you installed? How many times have you harvested? He asked me some questions. Then I answered them appropriately. Then he said to that camera, and I'm saying the truth, he said, oh, you speak very good English. But he never knew that I was a learned person. I knew what I was doing, because I cannot do fish farming without having much of the knowledge into my head. And that's why now they messed. Now they took every advantage. Every advantage. They know that this kind of a person, you know, at the village here, most of the people are just Form 4 leavers. And whenever they're Form 4 leavers, some of them are dropouts. Some of them, they have engaged in alcoholic. So whatever and how you drive them, they're going to follow the route. So that's why now they are using such kind of the people to make sure that they are getting plots and assets, and they're grabbing them. And it's headed by the machete man, and headed by Kenge, and also going to the fraternity of them. Look at how now things are now running. Now they're talking about the donations. Kenge is acquiring land and making sure that the people who are now selling that, or they're buying that land, they're dying. They're making sure that they're going to be dying so they can pick the plot. Who is sure that Kenge is not the one who is triggering the deaths? Who can promise Gintu? Who can promise other people outside there? Who can promise the people of Nyaboanse? Who can promise the families of the deceased that Kenge is not the one who is engaged to their deaths? Somebody to convince us. Because you cannot tell me a person coming from somewhere attend to your party, and out of your party, and I tell you whatever that was being cooked. And that's why they just took away African village cook, so as they can control the kitchen. Who knows what was being cooked? Tell us. Somebody to tell us. Somebody to tell us. Tell us why the con mom, she was always going to the kitchen to check on the plates. If people have ate, tell me. Tell me why the con mom, she was always going to the kitchen to say that, oh, why is this much of we can call them scheming. The scheme of whenever you cook food, the scheme of, it's called, what's the name? The top what? The top dressing of that fat, the top layer. It's called a top layer. So a top layer can call it a scheme, in terms of chief chefing. So whenever you put food, like talk about you have stewed some meat. So you know you have put there some of cooking oil, very fantastic. So whenever you eat, it will just leave there some yellowish cooking oil that's now being stuck onto the plate whenever you eat. And that's why we always say, why is it that a plate, whenever it has food, it's so essential to a person, and whenever you eat and finish, it becomes useless? Somebody to tangle that kind of a question. Whenever Gintu was doing with the fish farming, and I was making sure that the fish farming is protruding well, and now it reached at a point, the fish farming was now adding up. There's no much of time for somebody to go and feed them. It's just throwing food and leaving. Now the plate had food. I was having food. Now it reached at a time, they ate that food, and I just dropped my knowledge onto that fish pond. They chased me away. Now that plate became useless. That's how Kenge family behaves. And somebody to satisfy me and satisfy much of the people, they're just wondering, and that's why I come up with such kind of the points to be told. Why is it that all the time that the plates that has been used already, The con mom, she was always going there to spot and ask, oh, today you have used much of the cooking oil. Why? Look at why people, even they're not eating. And sometimes he says, oh, look at, oh, the food was so sweet. This person ate everything. So there were just always, they have to go, what is wrong with the plates that people have ate with? Imagine a woman, you are not at your home, but you are going to check on your son's kitchen on how the food was being cooked and who are the people. And whenever you see the food that has not been eaten, they say that, oh, why has she not ate? And this food was pathetic. I don't know, but everybody has his own appetite. And why was a village cook being controlled of the con mom? Because of they know the real actual thing that they wanted to do. That's why they placed there their own people called, that girl is called Tina Maroa. The bright lady who were just acting with Demwangu, and whenever Demwangu saw the brightness and how she was cute and a Latin girl and how she could be operating in terms of getting some sponsors to subsquand her own interrogation and make sure that the intermingling is handled, they were just jealous of that lady and they were about, no, I don't like people coming to my home. So it's the real fact, because the brightness, because they know that they have formulated their own skins with the second hand face. It's the second hand, because every time it's only money that has shaped her to that one. If it could not be money and some cucumbers getting in and tangling whatever they want and people pouring there some of their own things and making sure that the hips are broadened and the buttocks are there to occupy and make sure that they are holding feces accumulatively, what's another thing of it? And now the con mom, she saw that, okay, this is the point now to get the people who can just do what? The people who can go there and see what kind of the food it's being cooked. And whenever now they sent there a person, now village cook was eliminated. So as they are the only people who will know what will be cooked, how people are going to be eating, who can satisfy into that all the people who came out of the party, who came from the Kenge family, they were not bewitched. They were not given something that it's not even normal. Somebody to say it. Somebody to say. Because you cannot tell me 3 people can die in a one section that it's only after party. Why couldn't it be before the party? Brain at work. And all the people who were there and they died. They were more beneficial to Kenge. The same people who died, they had assets with Kenge. The same people who died, either Kenge had an area with them. The same people who died, their families even never knew that there was an investment with Kenge. The same people who died, Kenge never attended any funeral, they never attended, because their bewitchments, they're going to be handled. Because whenever a person dies out of the village, even right now, and people know that this kind of a person was bewitched, the food that's going to be cooked, it's going to be preyed on. And whenever you are the person who triggered it to happen, whenever you eat that food, it's going to choke you. And they will know you are the one. That's why Kenge doesn't attend any kind of the funeral, because they know what they are doing. Because even Machete Man knows what they're doing. You will ask me one day. And whenever you come out not knowing what is their own intention, you will just suffocate. You will suffer. I'm telling you, you will suffer unto your entire life. And now the same asset that you are talking about, he can never come to the funeral and say to the family that the people or the deceased, okay, rest in peace, but she left something behind to me, and I have this kind of an asset for her that she left or she bought, and I'm having it. So the family just know that there's some asset of the deceased person that I'm having. Never. Look at Rose DJ whenever she died. She was chased. She was not paid. Even the money for the funeral was eaten. He never attended the funeral. He's now abusing people. Even the brothers, he's just chasing them from the villa because of revealing the truth. This family is witching, and I'm telling you, this family is witching. And from that kind of the position, they want to make sure that everything that's tangling to their own front, they're taking it. And whenever you be so good in terms of knowing what they're just going to do, they're going to misconduct your own affinity. I was sympathizing with Mawera. One day, Mawera was asked, "Are you in love with Gabi?" Mawera was asked, "We have ever been seeing you and making sure that at the clay bath, you are always onto that position. Tell us your relationship." Mawera relaxed and hesitated. And now is coming to tell people are jealous of me. I don't know what and what and what. People are saying, whenever you are being sent money, and he came and told Kenge, "Kenge, I've got some of the people who are sponsoring me." And Kenge told the guy, "Eat their money." The way Kenge is always eating people's money. Eat their money and never refund. And block them. Now Mawera was being intimidated. He was told, "If you don't return our money, we are coming for you." And he came out to say that, "You know what, even me, I was being paid to talk bad about Kenge. And yet you ate the money. You even told me you ate money. You ate money." And even... Hey, hello? Hello? Guys, a little bit, guys, because I have... Guys, I was continuing this kind of a position. Mawera ever told me one story. And he took me, and one of the Ethiopian origin, and staying in the US, he took me to Tanzania, and the other person from Ethiopian, but is coming from the US. I don't recall the name. It has evaporated a little bit. He went with us to Tanzania and he told me the story. Let me go and make sure that I'm going to a chemist for a test to verify that I want to tell the person that I am positive. So as that woman cannot reach into me again, because that woman is saying that I have to come out of the villa because it is bewitching people. Was it a lie? Even people from outside, whenever Mawera was coming to Nyabuhanse, he was ever contacted me, talking about, "You know what, Gintu, I'm coming to Nyabuhanse tomorrow. Tell me 2-3 things about, I want to, I'm calling Royal Kim. He's not picking the call." Whenever you meet him, tell him I'm coming tomorrow, and you should arrange the room because they were sleeping in one room. So what you have to do, whenever you find the guy, tell him. Whenever he lands here, I was the first person to receive him. And he told me, "How do you see about the villa?" And whenever I go to Nyabuhanse, I carry him from Nyabuhanse back to the villa. And whenever we get there, because of my troopers, we get inside. He meets the Kenge. They greet each other. Kenge said, "Why are you living? You can have a room here." He migrated with an immediate effect to that room of where Kibe was sleeping. It was a doctorate house, if you can just remember. And he was speaking to me. "Hey, there's a woman here sending me a lot of money. And she doesn't want to see me here. And I will not tell her where I am right now. Because she said, don't go back to the villa, because that villa, it has some witchcraft." And people never understood it. And even Mawera, that's why it's just any time that he comes here, he found some miscellaneous effect. Whenever he drops here, he's being sick. if some people have ever noticed it. And the same point I'm telling you, it's the point that people have ever saw it even before, but they don't understand. The same concept that here in Africa, we have families which are ancestrally controlled with witchcraft. And the same families, they can control other people with their own witchcraft. And it's the same thing that's trending in Yabuhanse. The same people telling us, have you ever seen a witchcraft calling himself a millionaire? But people are going there as clients daily. That's why Kenge will ever be begging in terms of donations, now and then. And even we say that, now, I need donations, guys. He will say it through. Now, whatever I see, it's only you give me donations so as I can just be cool. That there's no any other point Kenge can tell. There's nothing. Because have you seen ever Kenge going to church? He cannot step onto the door of the church. He can never. Whatever will just be miscellaneous there. And now they have found itself two of them who are we can call them beggars. They are now begging for donations, and we can call them the people of shrine. They can never go to the church. They can never. Because their own witchcraft can be terminated from them. And they're just using it to control the assets outside here. And it's the real fact. But people don't understand.